This is the On the Pony Express podcast, hosted by Billy Embody, brought to you by Epoch Estate Wines. Walking strong on the Pony Express, a weekly segment with SMU alum, owner, vintner of Epoch Estate Wines, Bill Armstrong. Epoch Estate Wines, world-class wines from Paso Robles wine country. Learn more, Epoch, E-P-O-C-H, epochwines.com. And now your host. Billy Embody. 1, 2, 3, let me go.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of Walking Strong with Bill Armstrong. I'm Billy Embody. What's going on?
Hey, my podcast partner. How are you?
Thanks for driving up.
Oh, I tell you what. All right. Let's have
into the wine.
Let's go right into the wine because here it is Wednesday and I'm still pissed.
The truth is,
I am so So we have a great wine today, and it is our Epoch Veracity. Can you see it? And Epoch Veracity. This is nice shot. This is so good. And of course, we know what veracity means, right? It means the truth. And I got to speak the truth because I wouldn't be much of a. I would be. Well, before I go negative, this is fucking awesome.
yeah.
You know that.
What do we got here?
That's roughly equal parts Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre.
The best.
And it is. People ask me all the time, like, what do I drink when I'm alone? I drink alone. And of all my wines, and I would probably say Veracity is the one I drink the most.
The truth is, it's pretty damn good.
The truth, there you go. And see, I'm wearing the truth today. See, my hat. Told you guys.
I teased it
Mustangs
last week.
are good again. I'm going to remove. I know you were. You put the juju on it, man. I think you did. All right. So I'm speaking the truth. Mustangs are just good, not great at this moment.
Yeah. Have a chance to get back to great this weekend.
They do. So let's talk about. I'm actually calmer than I was. I lost my will to live on Saturday at the game. God damn, that was like the terrible, no good, awful, terrible, shitty fucking game.
You were ready to get the hell out of Winston-Salem.
Absolutely.
The drive-in was as ugly as the game.
All I know is this: guys, we just laid an egg.
Yeah.
I mean, we just laid an absolute egg, and this hurt like Baylor, but worse. Mm-hmm. Because you can lose the conference games or non-conference games.
Yeah.
But you don't want to lose a game like that in conference.
Yeah.
Because it pretty much takes you almost out of the running. Because look at that crowded upper ACC group.
Yeah.
And then some of those guys aren't playing anybody good the rest of the year.
Yep.
You know, so we're going to have to run the table from here and even then, it's not even a sure thing that we get in to the conference championship. And losing to Wake Forest, are you kidding me? Wake fucking Forest? Oh my God!
Arnie sending you a little bit of a message there.
I know.
He said, you know what?
He's happy. He's happy. Yeah.
He's happy.
Well, you know what? Let's do. Should I just riff, or do you want to? Should we play? How do you want to handle this?
Well, we talked a lot about parity, and parity on Saturday was in Winston-Salem a little bit.
You know, it cuts both ways, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
The parity does.
Yes.
And you got to give it to the Deeks. You know, they played like demons.
Yeah.
On defense.
Yes.
They really did. They played really good.
They played hard.
They played really hard. Hey, dude, we were out hustled. Mm-hmm. We were out coached.
Yep.
We were out punted. We were out kicked. We were out adjustments made at halftime. Out schemed. It was just a fucking shitty showing across the board.
After 20 straight conference regular season wins,
yeah.
I mean, you don't want to say it was bound to happen because you never want it to happen against a Wake Forest or against a Boston College in 2 weeks or what could have happened at Virginia last year. Mm-hmm. But it did.
It did.
It did.
And, you know, let's not lose sight of the fact that we won 20 straight conference games in a row, which is really, really good.
Really cool.
And of all the times I have followed Red, that was I've drilled a lot of dry holes in my life. That was the biggest dry hole I've seen him drill.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you drill a dry hole, what do? You just dust yourself off and go prepare to drill another one.
Yeah.
And Rhett is really good. And I wonder, do you think possibly he was distracted because of all this coaching change?
I don't think so because, and I'm always going to err on the side of that, but SMU had just reeled off 3 straight wins since the Arkansas job came open.
Okay, that's a fair point.
And the Florida job had been open, and
right,
LSU hadn't even opened yet. You know what I mean? Like,
I think first of all, we're not losing Rhett.
I think the sandwich of Clemson and Miami maybe kind of got them a little bit there.
Well, there's no doubt. It was definitely a letdown game.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, don't even watch the rest of this podcast. Just go to last week's podcast and play that again because that was a really good one.
Yeah.
Because we were upbeat.
Yeah.
And we were so happy.
Yeah.
And we were like jacked and here we go and blah, blah, blah.
But Miami comes to town. We're going to get jacked up at the end of this podcast.
Oh, my God. Dude,
Like,
I mean, Miami, this is a
crowd.
big sold-out crowd.
Yep. Homecoming.
I heard that this is the first top 10 team we have played since 1983.
And it's the first one ever in Ford, obviously.
Ford, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
So, I mean, think about that. That's 40 years.
Yeah.
And for a top 10 team to be playing
a lot of wandering in the desert.
There's a lot of wandering in the desert. So it's a big, big game coming up. Let's don't leave the Wake Forest game yet because I still want to rail.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, let's, I love my kickers.
Yep.
Personally, Wade's great young man from Australia. Yep. And Sam is, even though he doesn't shave yet, he's really a nice boy. But, wow.
The punting's what really killed me.
When you shank one, it goes 9 yards. And then you shank another one, it goes 20 yards.
Well, they pretty much directly lead to points on the board for Wake. And Wake was able to capitalize on that. And
at one point they had 10 points and only had 30 yards of total offense.
No, it's nuts. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
That first shank kick was 3.
Yep.
And then the fumble that KJ had on the 12 was 7.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the board and I'm kind of going, they literally have no yards in the first quarter.
Wake Forest, 5 turnovers, 0 points for SMU offensively off of them.
Which is hard to believe.
It's just hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
And you look at last year's game for SMU against Duke. Duke didn't get, I don't think, a point off of those 7 turnovers. Maybe they had 3 points. I'd have to go back and look.
That's a really good point. I forgot about that. They got 7 turnovers and we won. By the way, this game felt like the Duke game to me.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't it to you?
Yes. Except SMU moved the ball against Duke last year.
Do you know how many first downs we had in this game? 8.
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched any team only get 8 first downs?
Chad Morris era.
Was there ever a game that bad?
any team across that?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I know.
I mean, it was our offensive feebleness was epic.
Not in a good way.
Not in the way. EPIC.
Yeah.
And you kind of felt it from the beginning. KJ was out of sync from the moment the game started.
Yeah.
I mean, his throws were behind, over, in the dirt. I mean, it was just, and all over the place.
I still think the lack of run. I say this all the time, man. As a quarterback, you want to have some sort of easy throw to go to off the bat, especially on the road. Mm-hmm. Something to drop it off. I mean, look at the amount of times SMU's dropped it off to a TJ Harden, and he's gone and ran for 20 yards. Now, it's easier to say that on the opening play of the game where the defense maybe isn't backed off yet, or just a handoff to let you know, hey, the snap's going to come back, the ball's going to go to your running back, and everything's going to be okay. Yeah. For the most part. It just.
I mean, we were throwing that flare-out screen, and they were just pursuing the shit out of it, and we were getting nothing on it.
If not for face masks.
Yeah, that's true.
On the offense, which is rare. So
anyway, it was just we were going our strength, which is our passing receivers, against their strength.
Yep, their secondary is good.
And their strength kicked sand in the face of us like we were 80-pound weaklings. Mm-hmm. They did.
Yeah.
They just did. And it was like, are you shitting me? And then our run game was feeble. What did we have? Like 2.5 yards a carry or something like that?
I think that was total yards per play, it felt like.
Per play, yeah.
Just as a whole. And you look at the pregame festivities for homecoming for Wake Forest, The music is kind of, chill.
Yeah.
The crowd was chill. Everything was just kind of, is there really going to be a football game here in 5 minutes?
Yeah, it was blasé. It was blasé.
And they came out of that tunnel ready to roll, and they played really hard. That set the tone right away. And SMU just never, Rhett said it, I thought, best at the worst time after the game. His job is to pull them out of it. And for whatever reason on Saturday, he could just never press the right button to get even kind of the pull up out of the nosedive. Yeah. It just went straight in the dirt.
He was,
and you could tell he was bothered.
He was a big man by admitting, that he lost the game.
Yeah,
and I thought that was a statement for him to make. I think Red is the class act as far as coaches in the league. I mean, with the way he handles himself in both victory and defeat.
Yes,
and he handled that really well. He said the right things in the locker room, and the kids were. I think they were let down, not by him. I just think that it was just. Listen, I was on the sidelines the whole game, and the sidelines felt fine.
Yeah, that's what
I mean. It wasn't like it was the Missouri State game where I was like, going, "Come on, guys." They were fine. It was like, it was just weird. And you can put that picture up of me in the end zone, underneath the goalposts, and you can see the look on my face when they got kicked that field goal. And I was just like, I just cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah.
Did that just actually fucking happen?
Well, you said after the ACC championship how I looked like I'd just seen a ghost. You were the same, and you didn't move after that one went through. And there were a couple players that were like, I don't think that went in, and everybody was kind of standing around. And when I didn't see you at least jump up and give a hooray, let's get the hell out of here.
I would have been.
You would have been like, woo, all right, out of here.
I actually, when I was sitting there, and I mean, Wake Forest, let's give it to them. They tried to give us the game.
Yes.
They fumbled twice inside the 10.
Yep.
In the fourth quarter. Their punt returner fumbles twice.
Yes.
And I'm just like going, God damn. And in fact, I was sitting there thinking, I cannot believe we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost felt fucking guilty about it.
Yeah, I'd gotten down to the field, and you see, we got down there, and they were just starting to review the fumble. And we were sitting there like, wait, what are they reviewing? He's got to be down. There's got to, this got to be just
I thought he was down.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bad call.
Yeah. And sure enough, all of a sudden, there it was. Club takeaway, popping it off, and I'm like, whoa, SMU's going to escape here.
That's what I was thinking. And I was like I can't believe we just won this game, because that would have been the ugliest win ever.
Yeah.
It was almost as
uglier than Duke.
Uglier than Duke, because at least at Duke we moved the ball. I mean, we were.
Yeah, 100%.
The play that exemplifies, maybe you can find this low light to show, the play that exemplifies that game for us was when KJ scrambled and he was like 1 yard from a first down, and he steps out of bounds when he clearly could have gotten another couple of yards.
And it just was like kind of like the, he sticks the ball out, but kind of alligator armed it a little bit as far as like, oh yeah, this is fine, I got it.
And ended up having to punt, and that was the game. I mean, he makes that first down.
And that takes away so much more time.
They run out of timeouts, and you run. And that, to me, that was just an absolute, total, utter brain fart by KJ.
Yeah.
Because he's always so smart.
Yeah.
When it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, he does some of the little things to kind of create a little bit more.
Yeah, he always does, and he didn't then. And I was just going, wow, did they go out and party last night? Did they get their food drugged? I mean, it's like
Greensboro, North Carolina, big party town.
Big party town. I mean, you look at, like, a lot of guys don't like it, but I think Jordan Hudson's trash talking is fun.
Yeah, I do.
I like it. I like it. And Romello, same. They got a little bit.
At least they back it up.
A little bit of that edge.
Yeah.
And this game, Romello gets flagged for a couple of times, doesn't he? I know for one time.
The face mask or whatever. Or he had the false start. Yeah, he had a false start.
And then, RJ gets the face mask again. And that
play was so far away from the play being even made, too. And it's just.
Oh, man. I don't know. It was just, it's painful to even relive these moments.
Yeah.
Because that's parody in reverse.
Yeah.
You know, there was no off weekend for any school.
There's not, and that's what we talk about all the time. Is it's so difficult to win college football games and to keep the guys focused. Look at Cal going on the road. Yeah, Virginia Tech's a tough place to play, but Virginia Tech doesn't have a head coach.
Yeah,
they've been toiling in obscurity this year.
Mm-hmm.
They have a sold out crowd. Everybody showed up, and Little Lane Stadium magic, and they win in overtime.
Yeah,
you know, they beat them. And
but you look at, I mean, like lowly North Carolina.
They're so close to breaking through.
Well, they should have beaten Virginia.
Yeah,
you know, they
could have helped everybody out.
Could have helped everybody out. In fact, almost felt like he scored there on that 2-point conversion. It was so close. And then you look at, like, Texas barely beats Mississippi State.
Yes.
And I mean, we go on and on of all these games that you're just like, there are no easy games.
No.
And that is really good for the fan base. But occasionally you have to have podcasts like this where you're fucking hating it.
On base, we win. You don't, we lose. And I hate losing, Choppy. I hate it. I hate losing more than I even want to win. And there's a difference.
Yeah.
You know, because you were the victim of somebody that just beat you.
For the first time in 2 years, really.
I know.
3 years.
And, you know, they were probably saying, this is the way Eric McLean feels when he's watching Clemson. You know, he is just
This was Eric McLean last week.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
When we beat them.
And Kelly.
And Kelly. And Kelly Gramlich. And, you know, you could listen to their podcast, and that poor guy was just bleeding. He wanted to cry.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of the way I feel right now. So if I start crying like a little girl, then that's why.
But you better dry those tears, because guess what? Top 10 Miami comes in.
All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the coaching carousel just a little bit, just because I think it's really, really interesting. So we have all these openings: Penn State, Florida, Arkansas, now LSU.
Yeah.
I mean, think about LSU.
Your New Orleans friends are pulling together quite the package there for Brian Kelly.
Holy shit! $53 million to not.
You imagine not liking somebody that much.
And you know, it's not a cheap gig, because you got to pay the 53.
Right.
And then let's say they come after Rhett. You know, there's a buyout clause.
Yep.
They have to pay for that.
Yeah.
And then they got to pony up to get Rhett.
Yeah.
You know,
and a new staff and fire the assistants.
I mean, it
is
absolutely unbelievable. And you follow the LSU, and you said that they are brutal. Those fans.
They can't. They when things aren't going well, it is pretty bad down there. And you saw it. And that is. And I'm totally believe Brian Kelly is not there because of how Tiger Stadium reacted to A&M. Imagine if SMU was a couple more years down the line. SMU's kind of bottomed out a little bit, 500 football team, and let's say TCU's back on the schedule, and they come into Ford and drag SMU. How would you react? That's kind of how the LSU fan base is.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to put that out there, but
I wasn't following you because you had to bring up TCU again.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like lost in the fog of like, I thought we stopped talking about those guys. I was just like, really?
Yeah.
But that beatdown that A&M put on LSU.
And they took over the stadium.
It was unbelievable. It was. I mean, I was watching on television going, oh my God, this is like really bad.
Yeah, the signs, people are yelling at Brian Kelly. They're yelling at recruits, don't leave us. It just, they're, but if you win there, you're the most powerful person in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Which has got its perks at times.
For sure it does have its perks. But just ask, what's his name? Coach O.
Yeah.
He
was
had
great.
his perks.
Exactly. So,
all right, that's a little too much inside football. Anyway, the coaching carousel is out of control, but I'm going to say to Mustang Nation, we're not losing Rhett. We're not. I'm going to make sure that happens.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. Excuse me, because I do think, even though a lot of you guys are mad at this last game, that was an anomaly. That was a fluke, and Lauren and Rhett Lashley are perfect for SMU. They're perfect. You know, when he left SMU to go to the Miami job, I kept in touch with him pretty regularly the whole time. There's been a lot of coaches, a lot of assistant coaches that have left SMU. I have not done that with anybody. I've only did that with Rhett. Because I thought to myself, this is a class act. They wear their religion on their sleeve. It is very, very of the positive couple for this school, their image, our image. It's perfect. So he's not going anywhere. So let's talk about Miami.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Speaking of a place he's familiar with.
This place he's familiar with. I wonder how much animosity Miami has towards the fact when Rhett left, he stole some players.
Well, and that timing, there were a lot of Miami fans at that time that said, hey, you know what, Manny Diaz isn't the guy, but let's put Rhett they're losing Rhett Lashley. There was
right.
And you could tell when SMU made the hire, when you guys went and picked him up,
yep.
The Miami fans that were, look, congratulations, Rhett Lashley, like what awesome. That's when you know you've made at least the right hire. Who knows if it works out,
right.
But you've made the right hire.
Yep.
When a fan base reacts and says, good job, he deserves it, what a class act.
Yep.
And that's what they did.
Yep. Which is cool.
It's cool.
By the way, Miami is a lot like SMU. Yeah. I mean, when you really evaluate their university, their size, their town. I mean, arguably Dallas is the hottest city in the country, but Miami is a close second.
Yeah, it's cooking.
And it is cooking. And so, they make all these jokes about, this being the Coke Bowl.
The Coca-Cola's in Atlanta, Bill. That's the Georgia Tech game.
That's
Right.
Rich SMU students versus rich Miami students.
Yes.
It's a funny joke. I mean, I don't like the reputation that we have for that, but it's funny. It's funny.
It is.
Come on, it's funny.
Quite the trophy you could create out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a Pop-Tart bowl, they got a Duke's Mayo bowl.
Why not a cocaine bowl?
Could have Al Pacino awarded or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen. Tell me about what you know about Miami. I know they're top 10.
Yep.
And I thought when they came here, they may be top 1.
Yes.
By the way, I'm not sure if the fans at Mustang Nation knows this. Game day was supposed to be here on Saturday. All we had to do was beat Wake Forest, even if we just limped by Wake Forest.
I know.
And that field goal made it by 6 inches. That's the difference between game day coming here and this being probably a night game.
I know.
National TV. Oh, so close. God damn it! I'm getting mad fucking thinking about this. Oh.
You could have been knocking over George Bush to be the game day picker.
Pick George Bush over me on that deal all day. There's no way.
Lee Corso once said "fuck it" on camera, so you might as well be his long lost brother.
Oh, that's funny.
You play. This is the way I whittle it down to, and it sounds the way it sounds. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yep.
And there is a thought that I would wonder, and not to go down a big path here. But hey guys, here's what we have in front of us. We can be in Miami, playing Miami, got college game day and all these things. Visualize yourself in that environment and accept the responsibility to get it done.
Yeah, I know that's fair.
And at the flip side, you say, okay, all these things are on the line or whatever, and guys tense up. There's the other side of that. I don't know which one's the right way to handle it. But
didn't this feel like, they talked about Wake Forest. We're going back to the Wake Forest game again.
Yeah.
They've been talking about that being the
trap game forever.
Game. When the schedule came out, they said, there's your trap game.
Yeah.
And
so it shouldn't have been, because it shouldn't have snuck up.
Yeah, because everybody was saying it did.
But it did.
That's the reason they called it a trap game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this out of it.
You went a little horse on us, not a hound. You went a little horse. Miami, not bringing Elijah Roberts with them, of course, to come see SMU. They're not picking him up.
I would love that.
He's starting for the Bucks right now.
I know he's doing great.
So he's killing it.
He and I text all the time, so he's great. He's great. He's a fine young man. So.
But SMU has a lot to be thankful for when Miami brings players to Dallas. This time they are bringing a top 10 football team to Dallas. Yep. They are bringing a team that Mario Cristobal has handcrafted through many years now down there.
How many years is Cristobal in? 4 years now?
4, to be exact.
Same as Rhett.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. I think they were the same cycle.
I
think Manny, Rhett left, but Manny was going to get fired anyway.
Yes.
So
right.
And for Mario Cristobal, it's kind of been that, can you get over the hump?
Right.
SMU got over the hump last year and got to the ACC. Miami's never even played for an ACC championship.
I didn't know that. No kidding.
They've not always had the ACC championship game.
Okay.
But they've not played for the ACC championship.
Interesting.
So, interesting little fun fact.
But
there.
when they were the
they've never won one of the two. But,
when they were the Criminals, when they were the U,
yeah,
they were in the ACC then.
I think so.
I think they were. Yeah. Anyway,
and they were.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know if there was an ACC championship.
Oh, I think you're
know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're
So,
right. I think you're
Yeah.
spot on about that. Yeah.
So where it's kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yep.
Miami, very, very proud program, and they are bringing not a good football team.
No.
They are bringing what is a great football team. Louisville is a very, very good team. They were able to get it done. SMU
that was their trap game.
Yeah.
Friday night.
100%. Friday night.
Freaky Friday.
Everybody's talking about you. Everything's good. Louisville's good too, but you'll be fine. You've gotten through it. You're at home, and they couldn't get it done.
And Louisville put a beat down on them too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like it was a fluke.
And
it was so they're beatable. They're beatable.
They are. And Louisville has athletes at certain spots that are similar to SMU.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive line. I think SMU's wide receivers, when they're on, and they can make a ton of plays. Isaac Brown is in a class of his own at running back for Louisville. So there's that, to keep in mind. But I think Rhett and company will have something dialed up here. This is a game for a lot of people in this building that probably means a lot. And even though they're
really
very
hope
happy
that-
here and all those things, but this is a prove it game. I kind of pressed KJ a little bit when he met with us, and I said, "Are you installing some new things? Are you doing it?
Is KJ going to be healthy?
He's not. But
here's the thing: he is a dual threat quarterback,
mm-hmm.
and when you take away his run, he's a single threat quarterback. And I would argue that threat isn't elite.
You want to hear quite the jump here? I think you ride KJ really hard this game. You let that ankle loosen up, and you work him in the run game. And you see what he can do. If he can do it, you do it. And you lay it all out there for this game, because if you lose this game, you're out of the ACC championship race.
Full stop. Yep.
You might not be mathematically, but you're done.
You're done unless there's the freakiness continues, the chaos continues.
Yes. Next week you go to Boston College, who has yet to win an ACC game. They're 1-7, whatever. They'll be 1-8 after they play Notre Dame, I think, on Saturday.
Oh, absolutely. Notre Dame's good, dude.
They are. They're solid.
They're solid.
And their two losses are by a couple points to A&M and Miami.
Right.
So you have Ty Hawkins, who has one more game to burn, and then you have a bye week.
Right.
Leave it all out there.
So play Ty. You don't think you don't pull Tyler off in play
this week?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would run KJ. I would do all the things that maybe KJ can do.
Right.
And then you see how all of that plays out.
I think Ty is really good, and
he is super talented.
He's super talented. He's a great dual threat.
He's got one more game before the red shirt, and I know they're trying to keep that. So then you could, in theory, if you lay it all out there with KJ this week and you get a win, then you could maybe say, if he's healthy next week, okay, he plays a little bit, but we're going to play Ty. And we're going to let KJ recuperate, and then you got a bye week, and then you got Louisville. That would give KJ a good
2 weeks.
By the way, runway.
KJ,
that is way thinking ahead.
By the way, KJ, I know you watch this podcast. I wasn't dogging you when I said you're not an elite thrower. That wasn't what I'm trying to say. You're elite when you have both.
Yes.
You're elite when you have both.
No question.
And, when he takes away, it's no different than any other talented guy. You tell Michael Jordan that
if Mahomes has to sit in a pocket all day, it's
right.
He's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's really good, but he's had a bum ankle every now and again.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So anyway, okay, so
Miami has a super talented defensive line. Ruben Bain is a extraordinary defensive end. Really talented.
He's maybe like top 5 draft.
Yeah, he might be a type of Heisman, show up in New York type of guy if they wanted to bring a defensive end there. That's how good he is. They've been able to put together a team that has some veterans from Miami that it means a lot to them, and you're seeing it manifest on the field. Their offensive line has only allowed 6 sacks on the season.
Wow.
Carson Beck has thrown 7 interceptions all year.
4 in one game to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
So he had one really bad game.
Yeah. He had KJ's Duke game.
Yeah, basically. He had KJ's Duke game, and he threw some ducks.
Yeah.
It was, but that's
that last one was really hard.
That's not Carson Beck. He's a really good quarterback.
And if SMU can shut down the run of Mark Fletcher in that Miami defense Miami offense and make Carson Beck beat them, we'll see.
What's this kid, Baby Jesus?
Oh, Malachi Tony.
What do they? Why do they call him Baby Jesus?
You want to talk about ponying up? Go get him, man. But he is filthy good.
What is he? Just fast as all get out? What is
fast as all get out? Dynamic, shifty.
Little guy.
Works his ass off.
Yeah.
I mean, always in the facility, always doing extra. Mario Cristobal's done a really nice job. Worked for Nick Saban. He's a Miami guy. He's back at his alma mater. It means a lot to him to be there, and it has trickled down to the guys that they've recruited. And Miami is a interesting area where all of those high schools want to send all their kids to Miami, and all their kids want to go there.
That's great.
You got to navigate that.
That's what we're trying to get here in Dallas.
But you got to pick the right ones.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And you can't,
because that's a hotbed of talent.
Yes, and there's a bunch of kids down there that have also been told that they're this and they're that, and you're going to be this guy.
Yep.
Malachi Tony is a stud. Great high school American heritage, and they've been able to.
He's a freshman, isn't he?
Yeah.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, he's literally a baby Jesus.
Oh my God. Yeah. Paul Rasmussen, if you're watching this, that is not blasphemous. That's what they call him. I'm not calling him Baby Jesus.
That's where you draw the line on things that Paul has heard on this podcast.
By the way, congratulations to Paul Rasmussen. He's getting the Distinguished Alumni Award tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we got a star-studded
friend of the show.
We got a star-studded DAAs this year. Suzanne Yunkin, Glenn Yunkin's wife.
Yeah.
Trevor Reese-Jones, who's donated the big library, and awesome. Denzel Washington Jr.
No shit.
Well, no. David Huntley, because he looks so much like Denzel. I mean, he does. He looks just like Denzel.
I don't read the emails, just waiting for you to come up and show up at the door and be like, hey, will you introduce me at this? We've been invited to speak at the DA.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
We'll work on President Hartsell on that one, all right? They'll let us.
Oh, for sure. All right, well, listen, this is going
to be a blast this
This is going to be so much fun.
11 a.m. or not, fun. But
yeah, we are the 11 a.m. champs, aren't we?
Here is one other thought on 11 a.m. If SMU wins and beats Miami, which would, by the way, be very on brand for this 2025 team, if they did.
It would.
It would. All day, everybody can talk about SMU.
Wouldn't that be great?
The 2:30 game, the 6 o'clock game.
That would be great. That would be great. That's the silver lining to the 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's literally the only one, but that's okay.
I know. Nobody likes these 11 a.m. games, but it's going to be perfect weather.
Everybody needs to be there early.
Be there early. Be on the boulevard. I'll be there. We'll have Epoch wine in the Armstrong Fieldhouse.
Yes.
Which is very, very good. We have a star-studded suite. By the way, we're in our suite right now, in case you didn't know that. Yeah. This is the Armstrong suite in the end zone, and we have this weekend, our suite is Chucky jam full of Shooter McGavin is going to be here. Shut the fuck up.
Damn you people, this is golf! Not a rock concert! What? Yeah!
Shooter needs this to keep the pressure on Gilmore. If he misses, Happy can two-putt his way to victory.
Shoot on that, baby! Boom! Yes! Shooter!
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Shooter's going to be here with Bryson. How much fun would that be?
How many camera people are coming
I have no
with?
idea. I've never met Shooter, so I'm excited, We're just do this. Yeah. Anyway, so Shooter's going to be here, and Eric Dickerson, and Harvey Armstrong, and Bryson, and it's just going to be big fun. I'm going to be on the field sweating it out because I do have eligibility. You know that.
We can corner Bryson finally and get him on the pod. So.
I want to do that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, listen, I'll see you on Saturday morning.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. And I hope we have news for Mustang Nation tomorrow. You'll know tomorrow. And
cheers to that.
Cheers to that. That's good. And we're We're good this week.
Yeah.
Last week. We're going to be great this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
All
come
right.
out and they'll be ready to roll.
Yeah. Rock and roll, baby.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate you guys listening to this week's edition of Walking Strong with Bill Armstrong. I'm Billy Embody. Catch you guys next week. Thanks for
listening to the On the Pony Express podcast with Billy Embody. Follow us on your socials on X at SMU on3 and on Instagram at on3SMU. And keep it locked to ontheponyexpress.com for more coverage.